What's going on, guys? I'm Mitch here bringing you the preview video for West Virginia versus Iowa State. Iowa State is probably the worst team in the Big 12 this year. Now, with that saying, West Virginia has lost to the worst team in the Big 12 2 years in a row now. Last year we lost to Kansas, which I figure was the worst team. We got up big against Iowa State last year and blew it. This team has nothing to lose. I guess West Virginia technically don't have nothing to lose, but it would be nice to win on a game, or finish the season out on a win, getting ready for the bowl game. But we cannot take Iowa State lightly. They're getting the ball going. They had a close game against Texas Tech. Now, I'm not saying Texas Tech is a very good team, but we did only beat them by a field goal. And the way they played, Iowa State played them very well. Now, for West Virginia to have success in this game, they're going to have to be able to give Trickett time. If Trickett's the quarterback, it might be Skylar Howard. We don't know if Trickett's healthy or not and ready to go. Skylar Howard did come in last week in the second half and put on a phenomenal performance, but just come up a little too short. Now, Iowa State's got Richardson at quarterback, and he is pretty good. We did not play against him last year, I believe, because of an injury. But I'm pretty sure they've seen plenty of game film on him, and he's a pretty good athlete. But, I'm kind of on the edge about this game, because West Virginia, bound for letdown, I mean, we've lost the last 3 games of the season, and I don't want it to make 4. But Iowa State is a team capable of putting points on the board and being able to beat you. West Virginia defense has played well all year, but the offense has after the TCU game really spit and sputtered there in the second half against TCU, and pretty much been dead ever since under the quarterbacking of Trickett. Now, when Skylar Howard come in, he lit a fuse, and West Virginia rattled off 17 points that they did not have in the first half, and gave Kansas State a good game. Now, given that wasn't a home game and it was on a Thursday, we get a little bit longer time to prepare for this game, and more time than Iowa State does, I believe. And that is an advantage, but laying down in Ames, Iowa is no pushover. I know that they have not won any conference games yet. They have been close, especially last week against Texas Tech. Now, what really sucks about it in the Big 12 is these teams, kind of like Texas, have been bad at the beginning of the year. By the end of the year, they start to get together, and that's when West Virginia comes into town. And this team ends up giving West Virginia fits. Texas, that is. We cannot let TCU beat us 4 times in a row. I do believe that Texas beat us because TCU beat us by a field goal. And Kansas State, we had an extra week off. We looked a little bit better against Kansas State. A lot of mental errors, couple turnovers, For some reason, Nick O'Toole decided to line drive punt it to Lockett, and he decided to pretty much walk it into the end zone. Nobody even touched him. We cannot let those mistakes carry over. We have to start from scratch. No mistakes. Just ball. Controlling the football and not fumbling the ball is a big problem. I know we got down on the 4-yard line and we fumbled the ball. That is a killer. Those would turn into at least 3 points or hopefully 7. Just doesn't make any sense. But I think Iowa State's coach's name is Paul Rowe, and he knows how to win. He knows how to upset people, and he's done it for a couple of years now, beating teams that weren't expected to be beat by his Iowa State team. this defense is pretty good. I believe he used to be a defensive coordinator. I'm not 100% sure on this, but that defense is pretty good. Now, I think West Virginia should win this one, hopefully big. But it would not surprise me if it come down here to a last-second field goal and West Virginia end up pulling this one out. But that's really about it, guys. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to win. Why do you think is going to win? And I really appreciate reading your comments. And I'll be back with a post-game video. I know this is Friday, and I should have played it early in the week, but it was Thanksgiving, and Wednesday I had a bunch of people cooking in my house and getting things prepared for Thursday. And I usually do these and upload them on Thursday, but Friday it's a little late. But it is out before 12 o'clock on Saturday, and I'm happy about that. So that's really about it, guys. Mountain Ember signing out. Peace.